Alright, so we're still doing the Khvarena world quest. Where we left off, I needed to heal my characters again because I took some damage in that fight. So we're gonna heal really quick because we're getting really close to the end of this quest. This one is really long. They usually are. That's why I wanted to make sure I had enough time, because some of them they go for like 10 hours, 9 hours, what have you. So I don't have any food items. I haven't bought any anymore, and I would have to completely leave to go buy the food stuff, and I'm usually in an area that I can't teleport back to. I would have to like manually walk back here, and I can't right now. It would take too long for me to do all that crap, so.
Just what will we come across this time?
Well, you'll be surprised, wouldn't you?
Coming!
So where we left off, we were looking for the other wick, which is up there. Try to collect these, because like I said, these are ascension materials for Sethos. I don't know if I'll ever get him in this account, but if I do, I want to make sure I have some items to ascend him a little bit. I know they're leaves, but I don't know why I keep seeing them as bananas. From like Nintendo 64 Donkey Kong. That's what it reminds me of.
Whoa! Can I have some? Spread the luck around.
All three are lit up now, so I have to get back up there and talk to him. I did it early so that I don't have to do it later. Trying to look for a good place on the wall over here to get back up. Oh, great. I know what that is. Ah, do you see that giant machine up there? That is the central control device of the entire factory, this entire factory, rather. As long as we can get the energy from the relays to that center and then activate this device, we shall be able to activate the elevator. Whatever the case, let's hurry and unseal these relays, then we can use the mixer as before to connect this circuit. What is it? This is no time to retreat. Yeah, you know what? You know this place too well, Nasajuna. It's like you've been here before or something. Don't you find it weird too, Sarush? Well, that is true. But he is a human, Witnesser. Surely this is not beyond him. Don't look down on us scholarly types. With the aid of these documents that I read in the mountains, even I can master these devices. And I have not only read all of the books within the House of Dana, but I have spent much time collecting tomes heretofore hidden. As the Great Envoy commanded me, I have always paid special attention to records concerning the great songs of Khvarena and underground ruins. Tell me, is the deriving recorded truth from documents not the essential work of those who preoccupation in such writings? And even if you should suspect me, let us save that until we have obtained the great song of Khvarena. You would not abandon me here at this juncture, would you? Please let us focus on resolving the matter of this elevator. Oh my god. Yeah, I already did that. So it looks like it's... because those in the middle have to be specific symbols. I'm trying to figure out if it's this. Like triangle dot W. You can see the dots in the middle, how they're lined up. There's 3 of them. And then this one's different. This is gonna be ridiculous. Trying to like get up over this. Oh boy. Higher. Oh. Yeah, but wouldn't I need one of the wicks to do that? I'm gonna borrow that. Good, now we only activate the central control device at the control platform above, and the elevator should restore to normal function. Because I had already did it, so I think I'm like breaking the quest. That's why I walked away. That's why I picked it up and walked away. Well then, Witnesser of Her Eminence, the Great Envoy, I leave that to you. I still have work to do here in examining these age machines. We are finally here. The preparations I have made are not in vain. And yet, let us leave celebrations till later. Who knows what dangers yet lie ahead. Oh my god. I'm gonna need one of them, I think. Let me borrow it for now. Let's see if I can bring it back. Trying to figure out, 'cause these crystals, they don't move. They're not supposed to. No, that was right. You know what? It's because each of them have to match. Hold on, I know what I'm saying. You're probably like, what? But hold on, I know what I'm saying. So you'll see what I mean. Hold on. What was that other one? That one's right. W. Okay, hold on. I got it. Basically, there was 3 sigils or symbols on either side, and the symbols in the middle had to be matching the symbols on the outside. It's not that complicated. I'm sure if you're playing along with me or not, it's easy to figure out. Finally now, we need only use this elevator, and we shall reach the deepest section of this factory. Well, my notes do also say that a path into an underground realm still deeper down than this factory may be found there. But that is not a place we can reach. The road ahead of us is perilous, but I will not falter at the precipice of this time. This may be considered the deepest parts of the surface realms. After all, if a researcher such as myself were to stop here, I would surely shame the name of my order. As always, I leave myself in your able hands, Witnesser, honored envoy. Yeah, to go back up and give you a good idea of what I mean. So you see the symbols in the middle? There's a symbol across on each side that should match. So this one was like triangle dot W. And if you look at it, it should be triangle dot W facing that way. And then this other one over here was also a triangle, but it's anti-triangle. So it's triangle, another like a, I don't know, like a platform holding a dot, and then a square with a dot in the middle. So those should be the symbols facing this way. Because there's 2 empty triangles upside down. It was this one and the other one over there. The one that's across over the other way had a dot in it. Same. The symbol in the middle was the same as that other one and the same as the other one. So these 2, like the middle and the bottom symbols on this one and the one over there were the same. The only one that was different was the top. So you see, you just got to get the symbols to match what that thing says. It's not really hard. It's just sometimes I know when there's people who do play along, they're like, it didn't work for me, or I didn't do it. It's like, well, these puzzles are really self-explanatory. That's not hard to understand. I touched the elevator, and it started dropping it. So this is where it gets hard. There is a Dendroculus right underneath me. Like, literally right under the platform, and you have to be careful not to miss it. It's my first playthrough with my Lumion account. I missed it. You see it? And you have to fight to go down, because that elevator in the middle takes you further down. You have to fight as you make your way down. I have a video where I took Skara and Lumion and I went all the way down showing how to get to Khaenri'ah. Or what people believe is the entrance to it. The reason why that video wasn't received well is I just showed myself getting there when I had all the pathways opened. I didn't actually show this whole quest. Like, I did this quest in my main account, but people misunderstood the point of that video. The video wasn't me showing you how to get to this point, it was me showing you the passageways, not showing you how to do everything. It was me showing the passageways.
Getting here! Hey!
I think I called it Skara and Lumion show you the way to Khaenri'ah.
Going on!
Something like that is what I called it. I can't remember.
You two! Time to end them! Closing in!
You have to do a whole quest to get here, and I think that's what some people got upset about. They thought this was a place that you could just go to, and you can't. You have to do a quest. This quest that we're doing right now. Khvarena of Good and Evil is the quest that leads you here. And I guess some people thought that you could just come here automatically, and you can't.
Suffer the wrath of evil! Swift as the swallow.
Frost is coming!
Get back here, you freak.
Getting here! Frost is coming!
There we go. We're going down. I think there's like 3 or 4 layers. You have to fight for a while, I know that. Yeah, here we go. You can tell what's your enemy because it'll glow white.
Getting here!
Oh, it's that combo.
Dancing in the wind.
Getting here! Frost is coming! Frost is coming!
Up and away! You two! Time to end them! Get to work!
I hate when they fucking do that. Because they know I can't hit them when they're doing it.
Ha! Yeah!
Commencing cleanup! Frost is coming! Getting here!
Suffer the wrath of evening! Show them!
I need a healer really quick.
I have high hopes for this journey.
Come on.
The show.
Oh my fuck. Well, it's too low. I should have waited. Fucking ruin graders.
How brilliant! Fulfill our pact!
Dead reckoning! Frost is coming!
You two! Time to end them!
Ether, damn it.
Get to work!
Getting here!
This is gonna be really slow. Ether, not again. Every time I try to heal him, he just fucking dies. Oh god, no.
May I
Getting here!
And the cooldown on these is way too long.
The show begins!
Like every time I go to heal, you notice how he launches that every time I go to heal?
Frost is coming! Frost is coming!
I told you.
Show no mercy!
Going under! Getting gear!
Aligning echo and song!
Oh no, he's gonna die because I can't get out of that corner.
Oh
Nope. Remine, please, just run. Run, I told you.
no! No home to return to.
Well, I told you to run and you wouldn't.
You two! Time to end them!
Oh god. I would have needed different characters to do this. Nope. Well, shit. Well, I might wind up dying. If I don't have any food items, I would have had to have left to get some, and I don't have any.
Get to work! May I present? Show no mercy! Suffer the wrath! Get to work! May I present?
See what I mean? Every time I go to heal, they fucking launch that. It forces me to run away from it. Oh, they're gonna be here all fucking day.
Get to work!
And my stamina's so fucking low, I can't run.
You two! Time to end them!
Move ether away, this isn't safe.
The show begins!
Stand here for a minute.
Let the world come alive! Fulfill our path! Suffer the wrath of Eastling!
Ether, no. Run, Ether, why do you not? Fucking run. I have it, the button held down for him to run and he just stops.
Get to
Oh my
work!
god.
The show begins!
I hate when they do that.
Show no mercy! He's lolling! He's Papa! Get him! Fulfill our pact!
Hey! Frost is coming!
Piece of shit. Stand here and heal for a minute. I just hate when they do that. Like, I tell him to run and he's like, nah, bro. Can't make me do work. Just heal for a minute, because if I step on that platform, it'll lower me down. I'm not fully healed yet, so...
May I present?
It's taken a while, but, I mean, it's bound to. Well, you figure, like I said, I haven't really worked on my characters a lot. They're not maxed out, and it's also because their talents aren't high leveled. Like, I need to get these to, like, all of these to, like, level 8 before I start doing substantial damage. And they're not, so, you know, what do you fucking expect? I can't even do Hazo because I need to open up the Chasm Dwellers, work on him. Okay, now I can go down. Should be a note somewhere for me to pick up. I think it's over here. This mangled letter looks to be unfinished, and it is unknown who left it here. Eminent Marshal, of course I am keenly aware that the 4 pillars of our kingdom have achieved the prosperity they have today precisely thanks to us spying upon secrets from beyond the skies, and thus have our mechanisms been able to throw off the shackles imposed by this world's laws. That technology, it cannot be said to be perfect. The gods are untrustworthy and the demons ineffable. If there is one thing that can pry open the corners of this hollow world, then it can only be human will. To this end, if you can petition the king to allow some machinery manufactured according to the old standards to be preserved under your ministry's purview, perhaps it may light a spark under the latent wills of countless future generations to devote themselves to exploring technology. Yeah, that's why Khaenri'ah was destroyed, because they found out that the sky was fake and there was like another world beyond it or something. Drop me out of it. Nice, and that's all 5 great Khvarena in our hands. Now we just need to take them over to Zervan in the Sea of Flowers and perform that ritual of whatever we're calling it. Please wait. As I see it, these great songs should go to me first. As I mentioned before, I must still examine these great songs more carefully before the rite of Shinvat can begin. And did I not put in much effort toward finding them as well? If I were not present, you might yet be stumbling blind through this factory. Well, that's what it looked like, yeah. Yes, reasonable, is it not? Come then, give me the great songs, quickly now. That way I can draw up a procedure for the final ritual. This guy just wants them for himself. Yes, that's right. That's my work too, after all. Aether knows. He's like, bro, you're full of shit. You know, the more you talk, the more suspicious Paimon's getting. That will be unnecessary. It is as my witnesser says. You need simply await the completion of my heroic deed, Khaenri'ah. Silence, you piss me off. Now, Soraya, you dare. Yeah. Well, I've said it now, haven't I? I've blown my cover. But, it is such a liberating feeling to no longer have to grovel and nod before this idiot of a Pari. Well, where should we begin? Even I'm not very sure. I'd love to tell you all about my plans. Dead people tell no tales, after all, but I'd wager you'd not like to hear of such convoluted matters much. Why don't you just hand the great songs over? That'll save me time. Nope, not happening. We spent so much effort getting them, and if we don't have them, our commission's a non-starter. Zervan also said that we'd be idiots to give them to you. Sideshows, all of that. Compared to my plans, I've been playing house with you imbeciles this entire time just to get the great songs. They call me witnesser at the order, but they could never understand my labors, and so I acted in secret. I had to. In order to get in contact with Khvarena constructs, I came up with the idea of using the rite of Chindat to extinguish the sign and lured in Sarush. And that was already a pain in the neck. You've seen it, how Pari are just obstinate cretin. But she was truly useless. Her constant failure to obtain the chaplet had me on the verge of giving up. It was thanks to you two, ultimately, that the chaplet was gained, and that we made it all the way here. Now it won't please you, but I am very grateful. Well, that's a bit too harsh on Suresh. You deceived us then. We already knew that. Call it mere omission. I am, after all, indeed preparing for the rite of Chinvat. All that is left now is to use the great songs of Khvarena to reverse the rite of Chinvat, which will release the seal on the abyss, and the wars of old will begin anew. Oh, the expectation. Does it not kill you to go inside? Shame then that you shan't see that glorious sight. Wait, but isn't your order supposed to help suppress the abyss? Why do you want to unseal it instead? You've turned your back on your duties. But have you not considered other possibilities? Just as you have seen, the Skeptic's documents are a pile of raving mad myths, while diary records are factual and precise. As I see it, the history and the duty of the Order of Skeptics are but tall tales invented from nothing. My discoveries in the ruins only proved my judgment astute. I found a great many interesting things there, just so you know. Well, I have managed to enter this place at times, in secret, alongside the lector who gave me the notes. But this is the first time things went so well. According to my research, those who resisted the impurities here were heroes of the diary, like Khaenri'ahs. They are the Skeptics' true ancestors. But they were forgotten, their tale untold. They were smeared as sinners, as the cause behind the disaster. Their deeds were wiped from the records by the thrice-be-damned academia, and then mistakenly appropriated as a founding myth by the skeptics. I suspect this is why the academia never intended to accept us. Regardless, betrayal is betrayal. I am merely ending this fratrical, what that word, is it like ugh, I can't. Fratrical farce. I did say so earlier, did I not? I found some interesting records in the ruins, for example, diary records of that sign in the sky. They called this the sign of truth, believing that it reflected the reality beyond our skies. That is my plan, to bring truth without mercy to this unjust world. Now then, my great work requires the great songs of Khvarena, so hand them over. If you come quietly, perhaps I might spare you. And what he'll do? Snatch it? It's not going to be pretty tough for you, you know. Well, that's too bad. I've come prepared. My apologies for the wait, O priest of the Dark Hollow. Oh, here we go again.
Bow before the abyss.
Is that the same one who serves Looming? Because it fucking looks like it. He's like the only Abyss Lector, if you can call him that, who looks like that. He's the only one who looks like that. All of the other ones have like long robes and rings that fly around him. He's the only one that walks and has ice blades on his hands, or water I should say. He's the only fucking one who looks like that, and we've never seen another one in the game that looks like that. That's the one that serves Looming. Well, depending on who you chose as your twin. In this account, it's Blooming, but in my main account, it would be Ether. They're the only ones who look like that. He's like unique looking compared to all the other ones. So he's Planescaller. Ah, I kind of thought he had a real name. I kept thinking back. I was like, didn't he have a real name? Motherfucker. Motherfucker! Quit this! He's glitched. He's glitched because of he's reappearing and disappearing because his portal keeps getting on the rail. See, listen. Okay, oh, you've unglitched yourself. Congratulations. Motherfucker! It's glitching because he's on the railing. He can't, just fuck you. Stop glitching! Stop it. Stop it. Stop that shit. Get back here. Motherfucker, come on. See what I mean? He's too close to the railing so the game can't load him in. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come to me. Come to me. Come to me. Come to me so hard. Come right now. Oh my god. Quit going near the railings. Stop this. Stop it. The railings are breaking your AI. Stop. Motherfucker. Gotta push him back. Gotta push him back. I need him to stay away from that railing.
Show no mercy.
Oh my god. When he gets close to things, he starts falling through it, and the game can't tell where he is. So it just like loads him out completely, and that's what was happening.
Get to work.
Motherfucker.
You two. Time to end them.
Oh my god, come on.
Getting gear! Frost is coming! Commence the cleanup! Getting gear! Frost is coming!
Yeah, but he is Hydra. You can't fight Hydra against Hydra. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Oh my god, get out of my fucking face, you freak.
Getting gear!
Hey, you need Khaenri'ah to break down his barrier and taking credit. He touched the railing again! Motherfucker.
Once again.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever. Douchebag. Yeah, what happened is he kept putting his, like, portal down on this, and it would teleport him, like, out of bounds. So he was ending up out of bounds, is what was happening. Yeah, I know where they want me to talk to her, but I want to go look at the entrance to Khaenri'ah before I do that. I noticed that once recorded important information, but the content has become nearly impossible to distinguish with the passing of time. In the view of King Ermin's present indisposal state and the current unknown threats facing the kingdom, King Marshal and Fortress has proclaimed that he will temporarily take up the post of regent and lead the Regnum Concilium. Feels like I'm speaking fucking Latin here. Ultimum until the kingdom returns to a state of normalcy. All citizens wait will blank. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, he kept putting a portal down on the railing and it was causing him to get teleported out of bounds. And I kept having to move so he could put a new portal down so that he could come back in the bounds. So he was going in and out of bounds quickly is what was happening. Like he would put it on the railing, it would load him out of bounds. Then I would move, he would put a new portal down and it would bring him back into bounds. But then he would touch the railing again and it would send him back out of bounds again. And every time he went out of bounds, like the battle music and everything would stop because it counted as him not being there. And I kept trying to bring him back into the foreground. He was teleporting like under me. Is what was fucking happening.
A reward on the road.
Fucking absurd. It was absurd. Yeah, so this way leads to what people believe is the entrance to Khaenri'ah. I still think it is. There's nothing in game that says that it's not. But there's nothing in game that says that it is either. But it clearly has the giant freaking star on the door. All Khaenri'ahs in this game have that star on them. You see that giant fucking star on the door? That's why people believe that's the entrance to Khaenri'ah. It's even up there as well. There's another star up there. I think it is. That is the entrance to it. Challenger. Name card. I don't know if I want to change my name card. I pretty much like the one I have. You know, it was just getting a little ridiculous is what it was. It's like every time he put his barrier down on that damn railing, it was loading him out of bounds. And I was like essentially trying to bring him back into bounds. It's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, cause I got Farazan as a 4-star off of this and Mika off of this, so my 4 stars restarted. It's every 10, but I've been known to get 4 stars like at 7. I put in like 7 wishes and it'll give me one.
Rise like smoke.
There's been times where I've gotten 2 4 stars back to back. Like when I put in 9 wishes, I'll get one at 9 and then one at 10, so I get 2. There's a chest over here I want.
I'm tired already.
I don't know why she sounds like Ka-ching to me when she says that. Every time she says it, she sounds like her. I gotta go further up, but... There's a chest over here.
Is this an answer from this world?
I don't know about that. No, I got one off Mika. Yeah, I did. Yeah, so this was believed to be the entrance to Khaenri'ah. I honestly think it is. There's a giant star. The only thing is, it just ends right here because there actually is nothing past it, but this is the star that leads. I honestly think this is the entrance to it. Kind of makes me wonder if they won't add Khaenri'ah as an actual place, but I think if they do, it's probably at the end of the game. Because why would they add it right now, you know what I mean? I already thought I remember there being a chest down here.
A reward on the road.
I think those are the only 2 chests you can get in this area. I don't think there was any more. I think it was just the one up there and the one down here. You could clearly tell where it was destroyed. There was like vines everywhere, so makes you wonder. Vines in nature, that kind of seems like Nahida, but Rukkhadevata did not take part in the war because she was too busy trying to preserve shit out in the desert with King Deshret. They both sacrificed themselves at the same time, so during the war 500 years ago, the Dendro Archon did not participate, so it makes me wonder how come there are so many vines around here. It looks like vines are what destroyed this walkway, but the only person who controls vines was her, so... Did I read this? Record left by unknown person, or persons unknown. It seems as if though they accidentally dropped here. Thanks to the assistance of those researchers, I finally found the source of the gospel that has been buzzing in my ears for days. That conceited one-armed sage thinks lies are enough to bring salvation, but I will bring truth to the world. We waged war against the forces from beyond the sky, and yet we were rejected by the laws of this world and tormented by an unjust curse. This mistake must be rectified. As a people not accepted by any existence, our only option is to choose our own path. That's why I kind of have mixed feelings about the gods. Like, sure, I like Venti and Zhongli and A and Nahida and Khvarena and Mavica, but they were also all the ones who destroyed Khaenri'ah. It's kind of hard to be friends with them knowing that they killed thousands of innocent people. Like, it was only 6 people, like Rhindaughter and Vedalfanir, like Dane's brother, and some others that were the true ones that caused all of this. They were called the 6 Sinners. Like, they caused Khaenri'ah's destruction, but everybody else suffered because of them, even though they were innocent. Like, the gods destroyed all of Khaenri'ah, including its people, regardless if they were innocent or not. And I feel like that's kind of unfair. You can't really forgive that. Where's Nasajuna got off to? He was hiding over there a moment ago. How could we have let him slip off like that? To think that he'd gang up with the Abyss Order to take our great Khvarena. And what was with that crazy nonsense he was going on and on about? This one was a long time coming. Well, now that you mention it, he was pretty suspicious right from the start, and given that Zurvan told us, she must have realized something as well, right? In that case, let's bring these great Khvarena back and get some answers from Zurvan. As for the Order, didn't Nasajuna say that he was keeping them in the dark too? Well, we shouldn't rule out the possibility that some of them might have been swayed to Nasajuna's side, but Paimon thinks Piero and some others didn't know what was going on. If we got the time, let's tell them the truth. Whatever the case, let's head back to the Sea of Flowers. We've got to make sure that nothing bad happens after all. I like how she said nothing to that. She was like... Because she's kind of seeing how we operate, like... Kind of like how we value truth above all else. Like, she's kind of seeing that. That's why she was quiet. You now wield the power of the great songs. Okay. I completed 2 quests as well, because I also found all of the Pari. So I can do the Pale Flame or Fire quest. Sarosh's been pretty quiet since we left the ruined factory. Because she was led by a human. He even said, I did all this to lure her out, and she came willingly like a fool. Did she just teleport an inch? What was that? She used to keep talking on and on, so Paimon's not used to her being silent now. She must have been frightened quite badly, considering what happened. Cheer up, Sarosh. We've still got so many things to do. For instance, we need to perform the rite with a name Paimon can't remember, and then fix that giant hole. After we're done, let's treat ourselves to something delicious for your hard work. We can have, Paimon doesn't know what Pari prefer for food. Oh, she's so defeated. Pari don't need to eat, silly pale floater. To think I have fallen so low to require the pale floater's comfort, what a shame. I'd rather be sealed into the gray crystals right away, or find myself a cavern to slumber undisturbed for eternity, till everyone I know ceases to exist. Paimon said Paimon's not a pale floater. But is there really such a cavern? Avoidance can't really solve the problem. At this point, I'm past caring. How am I supposed to live with the sheer embarrassment of being fooled by Nasajuna? Anyway, now that you've collected all the great songs of Khvarena, you can go to Mihir if you, or Rashnu if you want to solve the anomaly in the sky. Whatever the case, please leave me alone and pretend you never heard the things I said. You did say a lot of weird stuff. My valiant form, fated sacrifice, my witnesser. Fated sacrifice. Stop, please stop. Sovereign, stop teasing her now. She's been traveling with us for so long after all, and Paimon doesn't want to see her quit halfway. What's more, Suresh does have some good qualities, like, I saw you hesitating. Stop patronizing me. You're quick to act. You've got a sense of responsibility. Yep, and haven't we been working hard to extinguish the son of a Pasha? It's all thanks to you that we've made it this far. How did it go again? Let Paimon think. As long as you keep going, I believe that it will only be a matter of time before you become a truly great adventurer. Really? Do you genuinely mean to praise me? Yes, as genuine as a friend could be. I knew I was great. My motivation is back. Now that the motivated Suresh is back, let's go find Servan, fix the giant hole, and get the reward. Paimon can't wait for her big meal. Yeah, I gotta finish the Pale Fire quest. I don't know, if it was me, I'd be like, man, we went through all this stuff together. You can't just give up now. You have a will or a duty to fulfill. You can't quit halfway. I won't allow you to. Hello. The party once scattered across the land seem to have all returned. Great work indeed, as expected of the witnesser whom Suresh has chosen. I'll take that as a compliment, Elder Zervan. The Vorakash Oasis already seems a lot more lively. Once we fix the giant hole, everything here should recover in no time. By the way, now that Paimon thinks about it, if Pari are born from the water, shouldn't you be called Hydri or something? Hey, don't try to give us one of your stupid nicknames, Pale Floater. That does remind me of something from the distant past. Something about Hydri? Hope it's not a long story. A long time ago, a slew of Oceanids from foreign lands once traveled here in spite of the many obstacles. To arrive here, not only did they have to withstand the scorching desert, but they also had to face rampant monsters. For those water creatures, that journey must have been extremely tormenting. They seem to have come from their deceased god, only to find that what they were looking for wasn't here. Aegeria? She was the one who created the Oceanids. If they're saying their god, it has to be Aegeria. After seeing the Harvey tree, I'm not going to try to say it, the name that giant tree behind me, basically, which is a god, they soon dispersed and left. Since then, the legend of the Oceanids spread, and many outlanders traveled along the road they once ventured, looking to uncover their secrets. Although it started out as a rumor, as time passed, the route itself has been endowed with the meaning of sacrificing oneself in pursuit of pure innocence. Even after the Vorakash Oasis was sealed off from the outside world, their pilgrimage still lasted for quite a long time. Perhaps for them, the journey is more important than the destination. One might also argue that the process of striving towards a goal yields more significance than merely sacrificing yourself once and for all. Hey, why does it always come back to me? Cool. Servan, we're back. Ah, it's you, guys. By the looks of it, you must have attained all the great songs, despite some accidents. Whatever the case, the result is desirable. I was right to entrust the mission to you. Without you, the great songs of Khvarena might have been robbed away by those with ill intent. Why does Paimon feel like Zervan saw that one coming? So I was on to something. You didn't run into the followers of the Dark Hollow, did you? Yes, we did. Oh, then why don't you tell me what exactly happened? You recount your adventure in the underground ruins with Nasajuna's betrayal to Zervan. Even the Order's witnesser had sided with the Dark Hollow. That was unexpected. Not that I had any hopes in them to begin with, but that's just a step too far. And if I'm not mistaken, Nasajuna had been enticed into pursuing the great songs of Khvarena by the servant of the Dark Hollow you fought. That one's an old acquaintance of mine. Huh? You know that guy from the Abyss Order? He used to be with the Order of Skeptics. Several hundred years ago, an investigation team from the forest came to explore the secrets of the Darians, the Khaenri'ahs. They insisted on entering the Darian ruins despite the Order's warnings, so the then witnessers sent the man to go with the team in case something happened. No one knew what they encountered in the ruins, but by the time he reappeared, he had already embraced the defilement's blessings, and the investigation team was nowhere to be found because he killed all of them. Then came the followers of the Dark Hollow. They were after the great songs of Khvarena, and for that purpose they summoned countless demons of Dev to attack the Varakasha Oasis, like the Rift Hounds and stuff, basically. Although we managed to protect our home with the help of many Pari and human warriors, we didn't eradicate the Dark Hollow's followers. To ensure that I left no gaps for them to exploit, I sealed the Varakasha Oasis and the many ruins with the power of the great songs. The Order of Skeptics never recovered from this incident. They lost their ancient archives to fire and gradually became like this. I sense that the followers of the Dark Hollow are making their play since you last mentioned them, but I didn't expect them to have corrupted even the leader of the Skeptics. Anyway, Paimon's still wondering about what Nasajuna said. Do you know anything about the Skeptics' ancestors? You fought alongside them after all. History becomes legend, legend becomes tale. That's how traditions live on. Forgetting is also part of the story. The more you cling to the idea of tradition, the more you only selectively remember the story you desire, and eventually become lost in the maze of its tales. In a world where things are being forgotten every hour of every day, what we engrave on the ground is far more reliable than what we sing to the wind. That's why I trust you. For you're forthright and never seem to concern yourselves with other people's judgment. Although you're praising us, the way you put it sounds somewhat odd. I somehow feel a sense of sarcasm. I presume Elder Zervan's words are intended for me. As for what happened 500 years ago, I think you'd want to see for yourself than hear my version of the story. And now that you have exactly the perfect opportunity. By the way, Sirish, it appears that you've grown more reliable now. With what you've been through, you have awakened from those raving mad myths of humans. Elder, please just let bygones be bygones. It seems that I made the right decision to entrust the issue to Sovereign and Paimon. In that case, I guess I can also leave the right of the Azor in your capable hands without any reservations. Yep, flickering over there. The right of Azor. Paimon remembers hearing Zervan mention it. It is for cleansing of defilement of sorts. The rite of Abzor is a ritual performed to cleanse the tree of defilement. Normally, you only need to conduct it under the trees that suppress darkness. Like the Harvey tree, that word, it's the giant tree behind me. Which it's supposed to be like a god. However, with the seal weakening and the anomaly re-emerging in the sky, we need more than the usual to solve the problem. The anomaly appeared above the tree as a result of the tree absorbing a great amount of defilement. With the excessive amount of filth building up within it and the corrosion caused by the anomaly, the Harvey tree can no longer sustain Khvarena's power. The only thing we can do now is enter the tree to cleanse it and wake our god. So we can actually enter the tree? Of course. Did you think that the rite of Shinvat was to be performed inside the Dark Hollow? Even Pari wouldn't be able to stand the defilement within. Inside the Harvey tree lies a giant lotus. It really is in there. The Gal Khvarena, and our god's consciousness slumbers within it. By cleansing the defilement, the flower of sanctity will bloom once again. That's like the Great Lotus. The Amrita will rid the land of all its impurities. Convoluted as these processes may sound, I believe they shall constitute no hindrance to you. Well then, I have already sent Rashnu and Mihir to the Tungi Hollow. You need only bring over the great songs, and then you'll be able to gather the power of Khvarena. Khvarena will awaken the huge trees that are suppressing the darkness and purify the contaminated mud in the depths. After that, you can then perform the rite of Shinvat and thus open the path to the tree. And once you are inside, the chaplet will reveal to Sorosh the great deeds of ancient heroes. Since all memories related to Khvarena will return to the tree in the end, these memories will never fade no matter how legends are told and changed. I've never heard of this. The chaplet was originally a part of the tree. You will know when you get there. Now please go and extinguish the sign of Apasha. We will meet again when Amrita falls from the sky. Yeah. I don't know why she didn't open up the pool for me. I think I have to complete this entire world quest. Yeah, because that's what I was saying, above is below. Like, when you teleport up there, it'll drop you into the tree, and then it drops you to the bottom. It's kind of confusing, but, it makes more sense once this quest is done. Like, this quest does go on forever. It really does. I want that fucking fish. Great.